Darth Marr was more than just a figure within the Sith Empire. He was a symbol of unwavering strength and determination. His influence on the people of the Empire was profound, rooted in his ability to inspire fear, respect, and a sense of purpose. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Marr's leadership style was characterized by his pragmatic approach to governance and warfare, which endeared him to both military personnel and civilians alike. Marr's influence was particularly evident within the Sith military. As a member of the Dark Council, he was responsible for the Empire's military strategy and operations. His tactical skills and unflinching dedication to the Empire's expansion and survival earned him the loyalty and admiration of his troops. Marr was known to lead by example, often taking to the battlefield himself, which bolstered the morale of his soldiers and cemented his reputation. Furthermore, Marr's ability to navigate the treacherous politics of the Sith Empire set him apart from many of his peers. He understood that the internal strife and power struggles typical of Sith politics could weaken the Empire, and thus he consistently advocated for unity and discipline. His stern demeanor and uncompromising stance against corruption and betrayal made him a feared and respected figure within the Dark Council, ensuring that his vision for the Empire remained seldomly challenged by infighting. On a broader scale, Marr's influence extended to the civilian population of the Empire. He was seen as a protector, someone who prioritized the security and stability of the Empire above all else. His efforts to fortify the Empire's defenses and expand its territories were seen as measures that safeguarded the citizens' ways of life and ensured their satisfaction in the galaxy. This perception of Marr as a guardian of the Empire's future resonated deeply with the people, further solidifying his legacy as a beloved and influential leader. Darth Marr's ascent to power within the Sith Empire was marked by a combination of his talents, strategic intensity, and a profound understanding of the Force. Born into a galaxy embroiled in conflict, his rise through the ranks of the Sith Order was neither quick nor easy, but it was driven by a relentless ambition and an unwavering belief in his principles. As a member of the Dark Council, Marr quickly asserted his dominance. His deep understanding of military strategy and his ability to inspire loyalty among the Sith forces made him an almost invaluable asset. He sought to eliminate any weaknesses within the Empire and to forge a more cohesive and powerful force. One of the most significant moments in Marr's rise to power was his appointment as the head of the Sphere of Defense of the Empire. In this role, he was responsible for the Empire's military strategy and defense initiatives. Marr used this position to implement sweeping reforms that strengthened the Empire's military capabilities. He established rigorous training programs, reinforced the Empire's borders, and spearheaded numerous campaigns to expand their territory. His unrelenting drive ensured that the Sith forces remained a dominant power in the galaxy. However, his strengths were accompanied by a certain weakness that at times limited his effectiveness, which was Marr's tendency to prioritize the needs of the Empire over personal connections and relationships with other Sith. While this made him a steadfast leader, it also isolated him from those who might have offered valuable perspectives or support. Marr's singular focus on the Empire's success sometimes led to strained relationships with other members of the Dark Council. This isolation could be seen as a vulnerability, as it limited his ability to build a broader coalition of support within the Empire. Darth Marr's tenure as a leader within the Sith Empire was marked by numerous conflicts, both internal and external. Among these, his struggle against the Eternal Empire stands as one of the most significant and defining challenges of his career. This very conflict also highlighted the complexity of his character and his commitment to the Sith Empire's survival. The Eternal Empire, under the rule of Emperor Valkorion, emerged from the unknown galaxy as a formidable threat to both the Galactic Republic and the Sith Empire. Its advanced technology, powerful military, and enigmatic leader made it a force to be reckoned with. For Marr, the rise of the Eternal Empire represented an existential threat to the Sith Empire and everything he had fought to protect. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, Marr took decisive action to prepare the Sith forces for the impending conflict. One of Marr's key strategies in combating the Eternal Empire was to seek alliances. A move that was somewhat uncharacteristic for the traditionally isolated Sith. He understood that the threat posed by Valkorion's forces was too great to be faced alone. This pragmatic approach led to a temporary truce and collaboration with the Galactic Republic, a historic move that underscored Marr's ability to prioritize the greater good of the Empire over traditional rivalries. On the battlefield, Marr's leadership was instrumental in coordinating efforts against the Eternal Empire. He brought his vast experience to bear, orchestrating complex maneuvers and deploying his forces with precision. Marr's presence on the front lines served as both a morale booster for his troops and a stark warning to his enemies. His ability to inspire and lead by example was crucial in maintaining the resilience and fighting spirit of the Sith forces during the grueling conflict against the Eternal Empire. But despite his efforts, the fight against the Eternal Empire was brought with significant challenges. The advanced technology and overwhelming numbers of Valkorion's forces put immense pressure on the Sith Empire. Marr faced setbacks and losses that tested his resolve and forced him to continuously adapt his strategies. Darth Marr's unyielding fight against the Eternal Empire reached its climax when he decided to confront Emperor Valkorion directly. Understanding that Valkorion represented an existential threat not only to the Sith Empire but to the entire galaxy, Marr knew that a decisive confrontation was necessary. Accompanied by a small contingent of elite forces, Marr embarked on a mission to track down Valkorion. His goal was to either eliminate the Emperor or gain crucial intelligence that could turn the tide of the war. This mission led him to a confrontation that would seal his fate. During the battle aboard a ship controlled by the Eternal Empire, Marr faced Emperor Valkorion, who wielded abilities far beyond those of a typical Sith or a Jedi. Despite Marr's exceptional skills, he found himself outmatched by Valkorion's overwhelming power. But even in the face of death, Marr's determination did not waver. He fought valiantly until the very end. In the midst of this confrontation, Valkorion unleashed a devastating attack that severely wounded Marr. However, Darth Marr's death was not in vain. His sacrifice became a rallying point for the Sith Empire and its allies. Marr's legacy as a leader who placed the needs of the Empire above his own continued to inspire those who followed in his footsteps. The respect and admiration he had earned ensured that his legacy would endure, serving for many as a benchmark for what it meant to be a true Sith leader. Thank you very much for listening through this lore story. And with that, never forget, the Force is always with you.